champion as he won last week. And
all right,
it's going down right now. Grand finals. We've got Semiij versus YungMonster. Who do you guys like in that chat? Let's get hype in here.
All right, trying to run it back as YungMonster. He put the blocks and back to his favorite place, that great dense jungle where Jackie can just swing around and just do whatever she wants. Jumping out, doesn't want to do anything up close. Oh, but he's the raw telekick now. So we put that overhead now twice, trying to slip it in there. And YungMonster keeping his sick with only one button, enough to recover in time from EX fade, not the ground. Northern cancel. Swings around, runs under YungMonster, trying to keep moving and not give Semiij the opportunity to land until he keeps on top. But instead gets the regular old swipe, a scratch across the baby Jack's face.
That was pretty scary how he did 2 teleports back to back and then decided to just sit there and wait because YungMonster was moving all over that screen. Oh, look at the neutral play, both of them looking for something from the other. Just sitting there, fuzzy guarding in the neutral. And here we go, throwing back into the corner. Semiij trying to get some momentum. Again, here in round number 2, forces the break. Now YungMonster has no meter and a big whiff. Wasn't able to get a conversion off. It had, or a whiff punish off. It had no stamina, but this should kill. Oh, it's so close. Instead of going for the second roll.
Yeah, but chip damage territory there. Either way it goes, all she wrote. And Semiij is, remind YungMonster of what he does. This is a man who you say is 2-0 grand finals. There's a man who's defeated YungMonster once before, so this is nothing but a run back, walk in the park. At least Semiij is trying to make it look this way. And YungMonster, who has had the longest sets of everybody in the top 8 so far this week. Every single time we talk about momentum shifts, he's the one who's fought back. So, going to the high-tech variation.
Ooh.
Whipping it out here in grand finals.
And we saw high-tech on Sunday. He actually broke out high-tech against Dab, and the plus frames were all over that screen. He's looking to catch Semiij off guard, I guess, a little bit with the variation switch, but Semiij coming out, getting YungMonster off the bar, has another bar for himself, and reacting with the roll. Semiij in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, maybe the monster has the answers. We just don't know just yet. We haven't been able to see him use much of anything so far. Semiij is just raw oppression right now.
And looking to catch YungMonster, pressing a button, hitting a jump kick early in a jump arc, which, for players kind of spills, let me go up and try to trip guard. You're trying to catch him with the teleport, YungMonster not.
Oh, YungMonster getting that jumping punch, Semiij lucky. The rest of it not connecting, allowing the combo to break because been damage some type of pains, you name it. But instead of YungMonster being on the end of, fortunate situations, it's Semiij who lands in that position with the anti-air roll, denying the ground pound, whether cancel or not, doesn't matter. Now YungMonster waiting, now trying to advance the streets, and Semiij right on point that EX fade at the ready. Empty jump low. Wow, and sticky legs, the telekick. Yo, make sure we clip that. That was too godlike. Regardless of what this that was just sick. All right, chance at light. Cancel.
And fading out of
fades
the plus
away.
Frames. And you know what?
Yeah. The straight side to the face. He's not having it.
Great start to this grand final for Semiij. He's up 2-0 and he is up comfortably, looking like a man possessed. Wants to hold on to this point lead. He said, not today, young man. I'm 1 game away from holding on to my top spot, being the top dog here in Kombat Cup with only 4 weeks left after tonight to set our finalists for season number 2.
Full of whatever YungMonster has left in the tank, he better expend it all here. Semiij just making this look like a wash, straight up. Just, it is what it is. Sitting comfortably, everything going his way, hasn't even dropped around. It's just, it's the theme for earlier tonight, just domination. That's what it's been. And YungMonster behind, this long set and able to overcome, showing some perseverance. But Semiij just simply doesn't care. 3-0, 3-1, you name it. He doesn't have close sets this week at all.
And a raw interactable. That was in a situation where that may not have been the smartest thing to do from Semiij, and YungMonster's going to make him pay here.
All right, but will he secure the? He will. Whips the stanky leg, but runs, follows it up with the down poke. You know, just in case he's just looking the ball, didn't really feel the need to go for such a risk. All right, he's going to convert as he's 2 at a minute. Choke. So instead of completing the combo, he stops the short, throws another swing in at the beginning of maximum damage at every point. Now, speeds maximum damage, YungMonster, making it hurt. Now that he's finally able to open him up. Plus, he's going to get the conversion there, so he's just not a converting. And back to back now, Semiij sitting on match point. Set point, all the points. All he needs is 1 round. Does YungMonster have anything left in the tank to fight back as he's done so valiantly tonight? Or showing, hey, gifty upright. Knee into the master punch, showing off that kickboxing ability, going in. Looking great defense. Brings it on from YungMonster. Looks for the person, realizes he drops it, so he doesn't come into it. Very smart stuff, no challenge. And again, the up rocket with that hitbox from behind her bed, and coming in handy now. YungMonster, the X right through, and YungMonster on the board, not giving up.
And just like that, staying alive is YungMonster. 1-2. Not going down without a fight, just like the break spirit that exists in that family. And we'll see if he can bring it back to 2-2. So many grand finals in Kombat Cup. Since season number 1, I think we had 10 of the weeks, of the 12-week season, 10 weeks, I believe, went to 3-2 in grand finals, which is unheard of. And we've had a bunch of 3-2s in grand finals already this season. My admin is already typing. I can see him typing because he has these stats at the ready. He's gonna let me know if I was wrong, if I'm just BSing you guys, which you know most of the time I am anyway, because it's really easy to make up these numbers. And you guys will believe it. You guys will buy that, okay? That's just a secret. But YungMonster trying to tie us up here 2-2, and what a huge whiff punch to start us off, but doesn't hit confirm into the EX rocket for big damage, or he wants to hold on to it. And what a fade from Semiij, doesn't get anything off of it.
Yeah, safe enough though, YungMonster have that without a scratch now. Trading pokes into the low now. Semiij in the blender. Making something special to come out. And just like that, we're talking about the mid-40s. YungMonster is going to cancel this. Semiij using the invincibility. Smart stuff now. My turn. Corner damage. Twisting right back at you. Hold these balls back to back. Hands up. Down poke. And keep going. And armor's with the gap. 16%, so solid, and enough chip damage on the hand cannon. The bullet is skimming right over that headband of Melina and Semiij. It's gonna go down.
And winning unpunished was that ground pound. Semiij just whiffing over her head. Can we talk about these special moves that leave these ladies low profiling and what a struggle it is for us to actually punish them? Paulo, please.
Alright, we talked about YungMonster in his match against Rewind, how he challenged all of Rewind's moves, but now you see the adjustment here. He is actually challenging Semiij teleports outside of strings, but with one button at a time, which allows him to recover. So he's going for the check, the plus frames, and the conditioning to make Semiij respect, but doesn't get the punish on the kick.
Does not avoid that rocket.
Jackie win.
Yeah, man. Talk about ladies in their low profiling. The ball rolled not enough to get under that rocket from the hand cannon. And Melina's head is in Jackie's foot. I'm not sure how that works. But we just going to let it rock. We got, you know, brains and stuff everywhere.
All
and that is
over.
okay with
And
me.
like
That's
Kombat
okay
Cup
with
fashion, we got a game 5, KP.
We do. You speak about how the finals, 10 of them, you said, go 3-2? Stop it. You couldn't have any other way, you know, especially to cap off the night of domination. YungMonster continuing his role as the trendsetter. Everybody wants to win 3-0, 3-1. Not me, sir. I will make you work for every ounce of this ring and fight to the bitter end is YungMonster. Now, here's the 2 back to the jungle where he's had a very high success rate of winning.
And here we go. This is going to be the final match of the night. No matter what goes down, no matter what transpires between these 2 legends of this season and last season, respectively, YungMonster joining us halfway through season number 1, and we're already off to an even start, even meter, even health, even on games going into this final match. Here we go, guys.
So I'm saying, ooh, and the deep down too, hitting him from behind to keep YungMonster back in front with some swing, and a nice from Semiij.
Semiij, one of the gods at converting off these random normals, and here talk about a conversion of himself. YungMonster getting some huge 43% damage.
Wow, these 2 of the ground pound to go under the side, but Semiij immediately recognizing that Jackie did not get hit and he survived it, following up with the telekick right now. Match point for Semiij size. Tries to telekick YungMonster for having none of it. It has his back to the corner.
And he didn't put a gap there, worried about that bar from Semiij if he was going to teleport out of that gap, if he was going to try to check him with a stand 4. Very smart stuff from YungMonster, but Semiij reading that and didn't want to come off the bar on the fade. And those are those micro reads that we see so much. We got Semiij 1 hit away from taking the Kombat Cup week number 8, and the stagger's going to do it. This man is going to be your champion, stopping YungMonster from being a repeat and holding on to his status as the points leader, where he will find himself above 700 points.